Hey sis, today it's all about how to develop effective leadership communication skills. What makes someone a leader? I believe the greatest indication of a leader is their ability to influence others. Period. In order to influence others, you need to practice effective leadership communication. Am I wrong? But if this is our first time meeting, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Victoria Danielle, ta-da! A leadership coach helping female business owners intersect purpose and profits without the burnout. Now here's a question. What is effective leadership communication? Think about it. All great leaders, positive or not, have or had the ability to captivate, engage, and spur others to action. How well do you influence others, even when you don't agree with them or have no control over their livelihood? An effective leader is an effective communicator, and a great leader is a great communicator. If you implement effective leadership communication, you'll be able to inspire others and create the change you really want to see in this world. And you'll be able to do so with class, grace, integrity, and confidence. When you're ready to be a bold and confident leader, it's time to develop effective leadership communication skills. You can start today by implementing these 8 actionable steps. 1, be of service first. Let whatever you have to say be in the interest of others and their well-being first and foremost. Whether you're communicating with an ally or an enemy, they're a person first. People should walk away from your conversation feeling like they were heard. So if this is an area for improvement for you, I recommend one of my favorite books. It's called Adversaries into Allies, Master the Art of Ultimate Influence by Bob Burg. And this tip is first for a reason. Lead with love, sis. And 2, listen for what's not being said. One of my personal mantras is hear before you help. If you're a natural helper like me, you may jump into action mode quickly. But that's not always what's best. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, right? Seriously. A lot of the time we listen with the intention of proving a point or getting to the next step in the conversation. However, if you sincerely pay attention to what others are really saying, you'll pick up on their values, emotions, hopes for the future, and more. These are the things that truly make us tick. If you do nothing else, listen for their heart. And 3, clarify. Make it a practice to repeat back what you heard before attempting to make your point. This habit has 2 huge benefits. 1, the other person feels seen and heard, and feeling that we're able to truly communicate is a basic need we all share. And 2, it drastically reduces the chances of miscommunication. The phrase, what I hear you saying is, can be the ultimate lifesaver. Throw out the lifeline and save yourself the trouble of miscommunication down the road. 4, check your biases. We all have biases, but being able to effectively manage them will eliminate limiting beliefs. Those that we lead rise to the occasion that we have of them. People naturally adjust to their expectations based on their implicit biases for different groups of people, right? So for example, you'll approach talking to each of these people in different ways. Someone younger than you, someone who speaks broken English or has learned English as a second language, someone with a different skin tone, background, or perspective, someone with a different educational background. On the other hand, when you talk to someone you inherently respect, you approach the conversation seeing their value immediately. Everyone has something valuable to share. You can miss out on huge potential when you're limited by your own biases, so keep them in check. 5, don't leave your body behind. You don't have to open your mouth to speak. Your body conveys just as much as your mouth, if not more. Be mindful of what your body is saying. Body language is an essential part of mastering effective leadership communication. Having your arms crossed over your chest versus relaxed by your side exudes totally different energies. And not only is your body speaking to others, but it's also speaking to you. Sometimes our bodies signal triggers before our brain. Open yourself up to confidence and warm communication by adjusting your body language. 6, plan for your triggers. Developing leadership communication skills requires discipline. However, our default responses to triggers can get in the way of our progress. Your emotions don't have to take over and lead you astray. I've got a free resource for you on this one. And you can stay in the driver's seat to maintain control when you're triggered. So update your default settings and respond to triggers in a way that highlights the exceptional leader you are. Go to the details and get that freebie. It will help you tremendously in updating those triggers or defaults. 7, take a breath. Take a moment to breathe before answering. It'll help calm your sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight. Taking a breath gives you time to think rationally. It also allows you to keep your composure and remain in control. Before you can influence others, you have to be able to influence yourself. So monitor your own emotions, stress levels, and presence by remembering to breathe. And last, and 8, be yourself. Sometimes the biggest hurdle to effective leadership communication is ourselves. If you are confident in yourself and what you have to offer, then your confidence will shine through in what you're saying. Know your value. Plus, when you allow yourself to show up authentically, you will inevitably give others permission to do the same. Show up and take up all the space, my friend. If you stayed with me until this point, then you may have noticed a trend, right? Effective leadership communication skills are all about how well you manage yourself and honor others and their humanity. If you can master these 2 things, then you're well on your way to communicating like the boss babe you are. Okay, your measure of success will be how well you can influence others. Who wouldn't want to be led by someone who sees them, hears them, and values them? So that's it for today. And if this video was helpful for you, I ask that you leave a comment, like, and subscribe to this channel. If you got questions and want to chat with me, feel free to meet me on my social media platforms or even here in the comments or even email. All that stuff is in the details. Again, don't forget that free resource I have for you to help you change your default settings to one that'll allow you to move forward in a manner that is serving you well. So, as always, live abundantly.